The Rotary Club St. Catharines Lakeshore held their annual food drive recently with donations up 28% from 2022. That's great news from Food4Kids and for Food4Kids, the recipient of that generosity. We welcome Rotary's Eric Jones and Amber Hughes from Food4Kids. Amber, for those who don't know, tell us what your organization does.
Yeah, well, thank you, first of all, for having me here. It's wonderful to be able to share what our agency does. So for people that haven't heard of us, we provide weekend food packages filled with healthy food for elementary students that are experiencing food insecurity. So those kids that are going home to maybe not empty cupboards, but cupboards that aren't filled with the right foods and have minimal food in them.
How many kids do you serve?
Right now we're serving 500 kids in 31 schools.
Wow.
Well, wow, but there's so many more waiting. And that's the unfortunate part. So,
how do you find these kids, your clients?
So we partner with both the public and the Catholic School Board, and we look at the poverty rates in the school, and they help us to identify the children. Once they're identified, we provide them with a number of students that we can support in their facility, and we go from there. And so we know that there are about 1,500 children, just over that in total, that require our support. Right now we have the funding for 500, so funding's always a key issue for us.
It's a long waiting list.
It's a long waiting list. Yeah.
Eric, your Rotary Club, St. Catharines Lakeshore, has been supporting this initiative for a number of years. Tell us about this food drive. It's very successful.
Well, if we start off with the food drive, we're very pleased that two No Frills in St. Catharines give us a Friday afternoon to run the food drive. And this year was, as you said, up 28%, which is great given the current economic situation. And it's basically people coming, and some people are giving us monies, some people are giving us just a tin of tuna fish, makes a difference, a can of soup. Some are giving full bags of food. So this year was, I think it was $6,000 plus, I think, ballpark.
Yeah, I don't have the actual
I know,
number.
but it was, and then, but that's
that.
up, as I said, 28% from last year, and it's only one afternoon, so it is a huge number.
Why this cause for your club?
Well, we have a youth orientation, and we're looking at youth in terms of those that are in need. And this organization, we looked at a number of different organizations, and we support more than just this one. But we are very pleased to be able to look at this and help youth with food. And the message really is, a well-fed child does well in school, does well in their personal life and everything else. So that's really why we try to pick this particular organization to support.
You have a trivia night fundraiser November 18th that's sold out. Another
That's
one
right.
coming up in February. Tickets
right.
will go on sale soon for that one.
That's right.
Some of the proceeds help Food4Kids as
Absolutely. That's we as a local. When we raise money locally, we try to spend it locally. We also, of course, support international projects as well. But yes, certainly the proceeds from that will be a part of our annual. We have an annual financial donation that we give. In monies. We also do, as part of our hands-on program, we would do things like pack for help Amber on a monthly basis to pack the things and things like that.
And Amber, you also have an event coming up. I know it's in January, but tickets are going on sale next month.
January, we'll be here before you know it.
So what is this event?
It's called a paddle party. And
what's a paddle party?
It's sort of like if a raffle and an auction had a child. So people that want to get involved can purchase tickets, and when they get to the event, there will be prizes that they're able to view. And if they're interested, once the prize is presented, they just toss a tuna in the bucket, raise their paddle, and once they do that, we draw a table and a paddle number, and you can walk away with a prize valued at a minimum of $100. We're going to have at least 50 prizes, and it's just a fun, quick, easy way to raise some money and chip away at that wait list.
Question for you. The food drive is over. If somebody wants to donate some food to Food4Kids,
Absolutely.
What can they do?
They can go on our website, get in touch with me, and they can drop off food or make a monetary donation right on there. I think it's important to note that we are not in receipt of any core government funding, so we really do rely on the kindness of our community and our corporate sponsors, our service clubs, and we're just grateful for anybody that wants to get involved with us. There are opportunities to volunteer as well. We're currently looking for drivers for Fort Erie and Port Colborne, so if anybody has some time on a Friday morning and wants to do a little drive to drop off those school packages for us, we would appreciate it. So all the information is on the website.
Amber, Eric, great to hear about your partnership. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.